I'm Ginny Metheral and this is my channel, and I'm here today to talk to you about the use of wands and how they can literally protect you from death. And if you don't believe me, look at this. So that was a forest fire that happened 2 days ago, just beside our property. And I want to show you where it stopped, because if you look, you can see it stopped exactly on our boundary. And this is because I had protected the whole of my boundary with a warding spell using the wand that we made last week. Well, not that wand actually, but a wand. So before we get into this video, I'd be really thrilled if you could subscribe to my channel and give us a thumbs up button so that I can continue making videos like this and continue telling you about wand magic. And if you've already done that, thanks, you're marvellous. Right, let's get straight in to this video. And here you can see that the fire took a strip of the wood about 40 metres wide out. So obviously it wasn't the biggest of fires, but it did take out a fair proportion of the wood, which was a little irritating. So this is the boundary of the fire. Ooh, there's the cat. And you can see where it stops, which is pretty damn close to our property. And in fact, it's not just pretty damn close, it is literally on the boundary line, dead. So this fire did not intrude on where we live. Hello, cat. How nice to see you. So this was obviously quite terrifying. However, I had, because I'm a witch, put up a boundary spell, a warding spell, to prevent exactly this kind of stuff affecting our property. So when you see the line of the fire lining with our boundary, that is because I prevented it. Now, I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to use that wand that I made last week, and if you haven't already seen that video, I'll put it here and have a look, because you'll need a wand unless you've got one already, whereupon you can use that. Anyway, so let's go and see what happens when we make a boundary spell. So the spell I did to make the wards around my property was actually extremely complex. It took me about 2 weeks and used up a huge amount of prana, so I felt absolutely shattered afterwards. But it is obviously worth it, because it literally stopped my house being burnt down in our forest fire. So I wanted to show you how you could do a similar spell, one not so complex as this. It's not going to be quite as powerful, but it's going to give you a really good level of protection. So the sort of thing that we're looking for this spell to protect us against is negativity. That can be negative emotions, so other people coming into your house and then emotionally spitting on you their negativity. It's the home that has to then disperse this negative energy that's swirling about, and it does affect everybody in the house. The other sort of thing it can protect you from is, for example, if you lived in a block of flats and you put a ward around your flat and then a robber came along and wanted to rob one of the flats, he would sort of bypass your flat. He wouldn't notice it necessarily. It's that sort of spell. So it's preventing bad, negative things happening that comes from outside. So it's a great protective, preventive spell. Let's get straight to it. So the first thing you want to do is to take your wand and put your intent into the wand. So this is the first part of the spell. Hold your wand however you feel comfortable, and then think and imagine that you're pouring your energy into your wand to say, wand, take this, my intent. I wish to make a warding spell to protect my property from all negative influences and anything that wishes to bring me harm. Now it's important to describe exactly what you want the spell to achieve. So that's why I said to stop harm and to stop negativity, because that's two separate issues, isn't it? That is the first thing you do. Put your intent into your wand, etc. So we've got our intent in the wand. And now we can start the spell. So you want to decide where the northernmost point of your property is, and mine is over here. So start at northern point and point your wand at the floor, or place it on the floor, depending on how. If you've got a small wand, well, I just want to point. Do some pointing, point the wand. Now you imagine the energy that you've poured into the wand pouring out upon onto the floor. Start at the north and walk round your property all the way, preferably down to the outsides of it, pointing as you go with your wand. Imagining that the power in your wand is spreading out through the edge of the wand into the outer perimeter of your property. That is what you must do. Now, whilst doing that, when you hit a north, south, east or west point, I want you to bang your wand on the floor and say, let nothing negative enter here. When you get to the east, let nothing negative enter here. Let nothing be of any harm allowed to come through this, my ward. Or words to that effect. You're basically standing at each point of the compass and telling your spell what you want it to do. Do not let anything in. And banging, that will scare off and the vibrations will send out and increase your spell. It's a simple spell, this, but highly effective. And I very much recommend that you try it. Now, if you were watching last week's video, which I will put up here, or possibly here, depending on where the card comes in, then you will know that I wanted to create a spell for you that used all aspects of the wand, and one of which is fire. However, due to the fact that we almost burnt down our house and had a forest fire 2 meters from our door, it was very hot and it was a bit scary, I decided not to do any fire for. I like this one, it's got such a nice feel actually. Now I've been handling it, it's my first spell with it actually, and it's really cool. It feels nice under my palm, and I feel that I know, weird, huh? Great. So I really hope that you like this video, and if you do, I would be thrilled if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, do write in the comments below if you've made a ward spell for your property, because it would make my heart sing if you had, and I'd be thrilled. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves, and I will see you in my next video.
So, Ginny Metheral, she's like a 9 by the way. Keep her winning bigly in 2020 by subscribing over here, ring the bell, and type some comments with your big hands.